Hi there, welcome to Elm Colors. I'm Erica. On today's Weekend WIP, we're going to be working on a page in Fantasticaland by Damita Victoria. This is a book that I have had for a little while, and I do have a WIP in it, so I figured we should probably get that done. I'm almost done, so I might be able to even finish it on video today. So I'm going to have some tea. And let's get started. So we are working on the dragon page, one of the dragon pages. So it's this one here. I have been using an alcohol marker base. So I have a base on the tree branches, not the tree branches, the tree trunk. I have an alcohol base on the purple parts of the dragon and then on these green leaves, but then I've gone over top with some of my Schpirerr Farben pencils, which seem to work pretty well on this book. I think if I didn't have the alcohol base layer that it would be a little bit harder. So I did grab a couple of alcohol markers to work on her dress. Oh, and her hair and her skin is all alcohol markers too, but I'm gonna fix that up with some with some pencil work. Okay, so this is very like, I don't know, Barbie reminiscent to me. So I decided that it was gonna be Barbie and her magical dragon. So she's very pink and purple. So since the dragon is purple, and the background is mostly purple, she's going to be pink with little bits of purple. So I'm going to do her dress in the pinks. I'm using Ohuhu markers because I don't want to use my Copics on this paper. And this does bleed, so you want to make sure you don't get right up to the edge of the line. And it's going to look crazy for a minute before it looks good. Yeah, so good morning. Well, it's morning for me. Hello to you wherever you are, whenever you are in your day. I hope you are having a good weekend so far. I'm going to turn this a little bit just so I can get that done. What do we think this little bit is right here? I don't know that it's part of her dress because the dress goes right there. Maybe this part goes down lower. That's what we're going to assume. We're going to assume that. Yeah. So, I don't really know what to talk about today. Let me go through my brain here for a second. It's pretty early morning for me, so I am not very awake, which is always, a fun combination when I already can't think of words. Yeah. End of the month, so it's been a little bit busy with videos. I've got my haul filmed. I always wait for my completed pages. As long as I know I'm going to be able to color, I record my completed pages on the day of the 1st, just so I have as much time as possible to complete everything that I was trying to complete for the month. Hence why we're working on this page at the very last day of the month, because I feel like I could finish it today, so I want it to be included in my finished pages. Yeah, but I have August planned out. I will have very specific books picked out for next month. And I'm hoping some of them will correspond to some color alongs because I do like to participate in those. However, I do talk about this a little bit in my haul video. And I did talk about this a little bit in my Olympics tag video. My goal is to color a page in every book that I own before the end of the year. And so that's going to be a lot of, this is so pink. This is definitely Barbie pink. Anyway, so that's going to mean a lot of coloring in books that I might not feel comfortable with, which is probably the main reason that I have avoided these books to begin with, is I'm either intimidated by them or, you know, the paper just isn't quite what I was hoping it would be, or just a variety of things, really. But I do have my list written out of all the books that I have not colored in, or that all of the books that have no finished pages, I should say. And then that includes all of the new books that are going to be in the haul. So I'm excited to get some work done in these books and earn anything that I buy later this year. I do have a few pre-ordered books that will be coming that I had ordered before I decided to make this goal. So those will be excluded from the master list. However, I could still color in them if I feel like it. I saw one YouTuber somewhere, they were doing, like, as soon as they get a book, they color a page in it. And I was like, that is really smart. That is something that I should probably start doing. Because then you've used it, and it's not just sitting and collecting dust. So, yeah, I thought that was pretty smart. Oh, she's very Barbie. Very, very Barbie. Maybe I can soften some of this up with the pencils that I choose to use. We'll see. Okay. There's her pink and purple. I'm going to have like a silvery color belt. This part is going to be, we're going to do purples up here and pink down at the bottom, and then silver mixed in. Yeah. Okay, what else is coming out on the channel? I will have, so after the haul video, I will put up a couple of flip throughs of things that I think that maybe you guys would like to see. If you do have any, you know, requests, of course, let me know in the comment section of that video. And you can also send me a message on Instagram or through my email. If there's anything that I have not flipped through that you want to see. Okay, we're going to get some pink in this part. I know that I'm going over the lines in some of these, but I'm going to be going over most of this with a sparkly pen of some sort, so I don't mind too much. Oh, this was going to be, well, we're making it pink. It's pink now. Yeah. Let's get all this done. So this weekend, there is, in the coloring world, there is a colorathon going on. And you can, I know that it was started by and organized by Shell Arty here on YouTube. So you could probably check out her page to get like the details for everything. I don't have a copy that I can share, but it looks really cool. A lot of people who stream are coloring in it. And yeah, I'm excited to catch as many of those as I can this weekend. Okay, that's done. Let's work on her hair. So I really want it to be like this nice yellow blonde. So I have an ivory and a light yellow, which I will keep. But then I just barely want a little bit of shading in there. So maybe this, let me try this gray color and see if that'll work. Silver Visla. I don't know how to pronounce it. I know that's a type of dog. I just don't remember how to pronounce it exactly. All right, let me sharpen these. Hang on just a sec. Okay. So I'm going to use this really light gray color to add in some shadows here and there, but I'm not going to go too heavy on them because I really want her hair to be pretty white blonde, or as white blonde as I can make it. I'm not the best with blonde hair. I'm not the best with yellow in general. I don't know why yellow is such a hard color for me. I mean, I know what you're supposed to blend it with or shade it with, but I don't know. Sometimes it just doesn't turn out the way that I'm envisioning it, you know? That's really my hardest color to mess with, except in markers. In markers, it's purple, which is why I shaded everything with pencil on this page. Okay, well, that doesn't look too bad. I don't even know if you guys are going to be able to see that shading that I put in there, that little bit. We're going to add in a little bit of yellow to the shaded parts. If my lighting changes, I apologize. I have a light that keeps flickering down here. And it is being a little bit rude lately. Trying to do that while I'm recording. Yeah, that's not going to work. So this is like the most basic hair that you can do. And I'm just going through anywhere where there's, it looks like maybe hair overlaps another piece. I'll give some shadow in there. Where the fabric overlaps the hair. Shadow there. Yeah, I don't know that that looks any different than the other side, really. That's super yellow. I don't want that. I want this ivory. Maybe if I add in some white highlights with a Posca, that will straighten itself out. This is how it's going to be. Okay. Let's see, what else is going on? Any other channel news that I need to tell you guys about? I will have my color along votey poll. Gosh, I couldn't think of what the word was. my color along votey thing. My color along poll will be posted earlier this month, so I'm not waiting until the last minute to get the color along for the month done. All right, come on, hair, will you just work? Can you just cooperate with me? I am almost done with your page, and I just want to be done. Please tell me I'm not the only one who talks to my coloring pages or pencils. I usually, I do that often, especially if things are not going the way that I like, then they get scolded. Anyway, back to the poll. I am going to put out a poll that will have several different artists listed on it, and I am going to incorporate the books that I don't have any finished pages in. So it'll be done by artist this time, and then if I have multiple books by that artist in my list that, you know, doesn't have any colored pages, then I will list those books and we can go from there. I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to add in a poll for the medium, only because Corey from Colorfully Optimistic had posted about trying to do an A supply month this month, an alphabet month for the next little while, but this would be A for August. So I kind of want to try to use my A supplies, but I don't know if that would be something that I need to do more on my own and then use a medium that a lot more people have on the color along. I think that's probably what I'll do. See, I just talked myself out of a decision that I had made. Yeah, I'll list a few popular mediums and see what you guys decide on. Maybe this should have been a little bit more like a, I don't know, I didn't want to make it too brown. But I literally don't think you guys can tell the difference where the shading is. I don't know. All right. Let's see what else. I do have a new series starting soon. And I just noticed that Emma Colors 2020 is also doing this series. It's basically a How I Color series. So I'm gonna, and mine is, funnily enough, based on the alphabet, which Corey is using. So we all kind of had similar ideas, and then just kind of meshed them differently. So yeah, so I have a list of items throughout the alphabet that I'm going to do little videos about how I would color those items. And I think that it's going to be pretty fun. I will probably have to, I'm going to need to go through and find pages that I can work in, and hopefully pages that I am wanting to finish. What is that? That might be leaf back there. I think that's leaf. All right, I am going to have to make this a little bit darker. Darn it. That is kind of frustrating. Okay, let me see what I got. I don't want it to be more yellow. I just want the shadows to be a little darker. So I'm thinking I'm going to try to go with that French gray and see if that will do what I want it to do. Okay, I got to sharpen again. Hang on. Okay, got the French gray. And now I'm just going to select a few areas where I'm positive that there would be more shadow than anywhere else. So under her crown, back behind from the top of her head a little bit, under this braid, all right. One of my, excuse me, one of the things that is on my list to show you guys how I color is yellow, because it is one that I struggle with, and I just didn't know if other people struggled with it too. So I'll show you the ways that I have kind of decided to do things here and there. And then, you know, you can always tell me if you have a better way to do it, but I thought I'd share what I do so far. All right, what do we think? Do I need to add this color in? This is that light yellow color that I had. Really thankful that these pencils aren't horrendous on this paper too. Okay, that's a good shadow there. Get in here. What else do we got going on this weekend? I'm going to be over at my mom's today, helping her out with stuff. She is doing much better. Thank you all for the well wishes and the thoughts. She's moving great. Her puppies are cooperating with her, so she's able to get them out a lot more often. We were super worried that they were just going to jump all over her because they're still kind of puppy. Well, 2 of them are still puppies. They're still under 2, so when the dogs are that big, I guess they're still considered puppies for a while. But yeah, we thought that they would just jump all over her, and they haven't. I think they're a little scared of her walker though, so that walker's been a little bit of a shield for her. But yeah, she's doing much better. All right, I don't hate this, but I am going to add in white Posca to it to try to bring out some of the highlights because it's looking a little flat. And I don't know what else to do with that part. Yeah, I am not the hair guru. I don't have the patience for it, so I haven't really sat down to figure it out. Every once in a while the hair will turn out nice, but most of the time it's just there. You should definitely check out Colorfully Optimistic's hair tutorials. They are awesome. And she's been doing lots of different colors and brands, and yeah, it's looking great. Okay, let me see if I can add in a little bit more yellow to this part. Okay, what do we think? Just gonna overall add a little bit of yellow. I've seen a couple people do like white blondes, but most of that, I think maybe it was Color and Chat with Sammy that I saw do it. I can't remember, but she used a lot of like French grays, I think, and then a little bit of like ivory or cream in there too. All right, I guess that's okay. Done with her hair. Let's do the skin. So she's very pale. So we're gonna do most of these are kind of, they're very orangey. I don't want her to be orange. So maybe I should do like a purple shadows. No, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna try this Sun-Kissed, which is this one. And what is the next closest color? It's either this melon or butter. Let's try melon first and see how that one does. Okay, again, I gotta sharpen. Okay. So when I have put an alcohol base down, I just worry about the shadows now, because this color that is on here is going to be the highlight. I might go in and add some white, because the white is working very well on this paper. I don't know if you can see it on the dragon's wings and different parts of his body. I've added in white on top of that purple pencil that I put in, and it looked pretty cool. So okay, I'm hoping that she's not going to look crazy. I am probably going to have to add in some purple too. I need to just go ahead and grab it, because it's going to, yeah, I'm going to try this French lavender, which is right here. Oh my gosh, sharpen one more time. Okay. Yeah, this Sun-Kissed is looking, that's a little orangey, but we're going to attempt to try to do all of it like that. Yeah. So I can't remember who I saw that had these pencils and why I bought them in the first place, but I am very glad that I did, because these little guys, so this is the Schpirerr Farben. These guys are awesome on crap paper, which I know I've probably said it before, and I will probably say it again. This paper is the worst. It's just the worst. Okay, I'm going to add in some ivory here. See if that knocks that. Well, she's going to look like she has a tan, but that's okay. We'll add in a little bit of purple shadow down here. And underneath this. I hope that's not too... Let's see if I can knock that back with the white here. This white's been pretty good too. Oh boy. All right, well, I'm going to very lightly use this Sun-Kissed. Definitely Sun-Kissed. Just want to go along the edge of her skin. And then we'll come up from that with the melon. And then we'll use the cream. It always amazes me how many colors you can get into skin and still, you know, have it look like it's a cohesive thing. There's so many colors represented in skin tones. Okay, I'm gonna go under this thing here. Let's see if maybe we can... did I finish saying why I was adding the purple? I don't know if I did. Purple, when you put it on top of like the browns and the creams and peaches and stuff, it really tends to, it looks more like a dark brown than it does a purple, especially once you go back in to blend things. I am going to add in some pink to her elbows, but I don't know which pink I want to use yet. I think I'm going to use the carnation, which is this guy. I'm just going to add a little bit of pink to her elbow. And then try to blend that out a little bit with my ivory. Okay. All right, let me think about where my shadows are going to be on this part. Definitely up along the edge of her arm, since it is a rounded object. I think a little bit here too, but not all the way to the edge. You want to leave a little bit of that white, and I'm not going to go all the way up her arm either. There we go. And then we'll go with this melon color. I'm going to use this purple. I'm just going to go ahead and add the purple into the darker spaces by her hand here. Now I know what her hand is doing. Like it's back like this underneath kind of the, well, with this side. So her thumb is there and her fingers along the side, but the rest of her fingers are kind of bent back, but it's not really drawn that way. So I can't, I feel like I probably could shade it the right way, but I'm just not going to mess with it right now because I don't want it to look like a crazy person's hands. I'm going to add in a little bit more pink. These pencils layer well, even on this paper. So that was pretty cool too. As long as you don't push too hard, you can get layers. I can't remember whether these are oil-based or wax. I can't remember at all. They kind of feel like a mix of both, but I'm sure Corey could tell me. She has these pencils as well. Okay. All right, there's her arm. Let's see if we can get the rest of her skin done. And then I probably will call it for today. Let me just go and add in this weird color that I decided to put on this poor girl. She's gonna be a little tanner than I want her to be, but that's all right. Okay. What else can I talk to you guys about? My ankle is getting better. I did go for a lovely walk through a sunflower field yesterday, which probably wasn't the best idea. I really had fun. It was just so pretty once we were done, you know, or once we got there and we're going through everything. It was so pretty. I posted some pictures on my Instagram stories. Just had a really good time. But yeah, I'm paying for it a little bit today, so I'm going to be icing and elevating and all the fun stuff. As soon as my mom is a little more back on her feet, I will be heading to the doctor to see what the heck is wrong with my ankle. I mean, there's got to be some structural issues in there now, so we will see what's going on. Okay. Let me add in these shadows. Add a little bit there along the edge. Yeah, okay, I like that. Nope, that's not the right color that I want to use. I want to use this color. Blend that stuff out a little bit. I hope she doesn't look crazy when I'm done. I really don't want to have spent all this time doing this page and it not turn out at all. So we will see how we do. Yeah, there's not really any, like none of the peaches in this skin tone or in this pencil set are really great. But you can always get, you can get darker skin tones, no problem. Like there's a lot of good colors for that in there. Just not any good peaches. Okay, I like that hand. Let's see if we... That's not gonna work. I'm trying to make it look not so orange. It's really not gonna work. Add a little pink on her knuckles. I always put a little bit of pink on the areas where the blood is closest to the surface. So knuckles, elbows, shoulders, knees, cheeks, nose, all of those places. It kind of looks like crazy right there. Okay. I could add in a little bit of this yellow for a highlight. I don't know if it'll show up over the white now or not. Okay, Erica. Now you're getting a little crazy. Oh boy. Yeah. All right, we're just gonna get this part done. And then we will be good to go for today. I think this might be a little bit longer one too. Okay, there's that one. Oh, we gotta get everywhere. I'm just having the light kind of come straight from the front. Like I'm not, there's no side lighting. Everything is just gonna be casting shadows straight down. All right, trying to get this part done of her face is going to be interesting. This always looks crazy to me when I'm first doing it, so hopefully it doesn't look too terrible. Probably could have zoomed you guys in a little bit so you could see what I'm actually doing. All right. So I'm just going around and adding my shadow or feathering out from that shadow line a little bit. But yeah, this does make her face pretty orange. Her face kind of reminds me of Angelina Jolie. Like she's very angular in that, like her cheekbones. and her mouth. Okay. I need a color between this one and the other ones. That's gonna drive me bonkers because I'm using this color. These I think are too yellow, but I think I'm gonna have to try them. Okay, let's try this butter color and see what happens. Yeah, that's yellow. Okay, I'm done with that. Let's go back to this cream and see if we can get something good there. I gotta put my purple in. Okay, sorry, I gotta turn it again. All right, okay. So while I am finishing this up, what else? What else do I need to talk to you guys about? I do know that Corey's stream will be this Sunday, August 1st at 1 p.m. Eastern. So if you guys want to join us for that, that's going to be really fun. I'll be one of the mods for her channel. She's got a giveaway. Like I said, that whole the whole Colorathon, everybody on that list is going to have giveaways and stuff on their channels. So make sure that you tune in if you like free stuff. Ooh, that is dark. Maybe I shouldn't have done it right there. Okay. You guys get to see me do all of this work for nothing. I don't even know if this is gonna make it to me finishing it because I'm starting to get frustrated. It's my own fault for trying to do pencils that I don't usually do for skin. No, you know what? I'm not going to say that because I like to try new things. So I know how not to do this now, right? It's a good way to look at it. I need some pink on her cheeks. Let's do that. She's very angular. Very, very angular. Okay. I was afraid to do too much to her nose because I think it's gonna be a problem. So we're just gonna very lightly add some color to her nose and up onto, do that. And I guess it's not looking terrible now. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Oh boy, Okay, I'm going to finish this up. I will post a finished picture of this at the end of the video too, just so you guys can see that I did actually finish it, because I really want it to be done. It's just time for it to be done, I think. Okay, I'm going to color darker and underneath this part. I literally could just keep playing and playing and playing for quite a while, and I need to stop. So we're going to stop here in just a second. Get the tip of her nose down the center. Okay, and then I'll get her lips, her jewelry, her eyes, all that stuff done, and the rest of her dress. Yeah, and then I'll post that at the end of the video. So thank you guys so much for watching today, for listening to me mumble while I color. Sorry if there are any parts in there that you can't hear. I've got to stop doing that. I really do. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.